Right, hello again everyone. Murray the Pieman here to play a bit more Star Trek Online. You might have noticed that I'm not starting from the login screen. Yeah, I recorded this straight after the last one. So for those of you missing it, we've now picked up our main bridge officers. Tov and Kev, obviously, from when our colony was attacked, which we're trying to find out why and who. We've unwittingly joined the Republic. We've picked up Satra from Sulaban Helix, we've picked up Viril from a doomed colony, and we've picked up Hiven, whose brother was killed on Gasco Station. We're now going to go and look for a new home for the Romulans. Now, I did make a bit of a mistake. I forgot to hit the button of change uniform on Hiven, so at the moment he is out of uniform. I might go somewhere to get him changed at some point, but you guys don't need to see it anyway. Ooh, Iconia sector. Yes, because we are a Delta recruit now. Again, I have made a couple of tweaks. Again, taken a different weapon. And again, kind of equipped everyone with stuff that's kicking about. Flew too close to a planet there. Have upskilled. As far as where I've picked up another skill. Again, this is the skill tree. These unlock as you go. And I equipped all of my crew as well with some basic bits of kit, anything I'm kicking about, so everyone's got something. And again, a few more parts for the ship, some slightly better deflector, a better reactor core were the two main additions in this. So here we go to Galundran Core, which is interestingly enough, this was a system that's popped up in Next Generation. Can't remember the episode name off the top of my hand, but I think it's one where Geordi's trapped in an inhospitable planet with a Romulan. So there you go, and they do like these wee references. So, I can't remember if it would be in system or near the planet, but it will come up.
Initiating scan, now. Preliminary reports are turning up negative, Captain. We could perform a more in-depth scan, but that could take nearly a week.
No.
Launching a satellite would allow us to monitor the area and move forward. Your orders?
Yeah, do the satellite thing. I can't be bothered hanging around here for a week. Let's go forward. Right, next system is Gamma Eridan. Whoop. A big sharp turn. Sadly, at this stage, I don't have. There's a quantum slipstream option and transwarp options, which are all greyed out at the moment. In fact, there's a lot greyed out. So there's a lot of stuff that you can't do too much with. Like I say, I was mucking about with our options last time just to check that the space controls we follow our target. It makes life a bit easier if you do that. Well, some people don't. I wonder if that's the USS Sally Ride. There was a crew who did quite a lot of stuff for Star Trek Online, a lot of promotion. They flew a ship called Sally Ride, named after, of course, America's first female astronaut, went up in the space shuttle. Also, portrayed in the series For All Mankind, which is a very good series that someone should watch. Sadly, it's on Apple TV, and no one watches stuff on Apple TV, but I would thoroughly recommend it. Ooh, binary system. It's like eyes. We're in the Hattoria sector. Again, you'll notice quite a neat feature of the map is it does actually have different factions kind of drawn out. So there's the Klingons, there's the Federation, and there's a Borg one, and there's Rebel Romulans or Romulan Republic, and there's the Star Empire. I quite like that.
We can't get a clear reading from the planet that Tamir specified. Our best option will be to drop out of warp and investigate the area. Are you ready?
Yeah, drop us into standard orbit then. Drop out orbit. Such a power buzzkill, Kev.
Nausicaan ships, dead ahead. They were jamming our sensors.
Oh.
That's why we couldn't get a clear reading on this area.
Nausicans.
It's an ambush. They're hailing us.
My least favourite sort
Probably
of bush.
to gloat. Pirates like these only care about scrapping the ship for parts and selling any survivors to the Orions. Should I open the channel?
Ah, why not? Open the channel.
Romulans!
Ooh.
Wonderful!
Aye.
It's been so long since I've had a chance to kill some of you green-blooded sneaks.
I'm glad to have
Now
light.
show some karma and fight like you mean it! You'll still die, but my crew could use the sport.
Kev, go to red alert. Delta Echo.
There's nothing better than killing Romulans.
Moment, you're not doing a particularly good job. Accolade for feeling damage on the ship. No, I'm not. Oh, I can't scan back and say combat.
Heads up. More Nausicans on the way.
Take that battery and I'll scan back and see it. I'm more concerned with picking up things and fighting in Austin. There we are.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Yeah, I don't need power siphon yeah, press the button.
We'll get a good price for yours. Even if it's in peace.
Can we buy any ship.com? I'm guessing he's going to be in the big house. Oh, he was.
If it's not Tal Shiar, it's the Nausicans. What's next? Iconians?
I definitely didn't get a message from the future to
We
go
were
and
able
ask
to get
about
a
them.
few scans of the planet during combat. It's no good. The wildlife is too hostile and the natural resources too few. That leaves us with one last system. The Dewa system. Dewa 3 shows some promise. We can leave orbit whenever you're ready.
Yeah, fine, I'll leave that rubidium ore floating there. Right. Let's go to this one that's mysteriously in the middle of the big Romulan Republic badge. I'm sure that's not significant. Yeah, so a bit of the state of the galaxy. I can't remember if I covered this earlier, but basically, in the backstory, if you go through the Klingon and Federation campaigns, the Klingon Empire, Martok was deposed. He was stabbed by a chap called Jimpok and killed. Jimpok took over. Now, Jimpok suspected Undine infiltrators were infiltrating the Gorn and annexed the Gorn system. As it turned out, he was right, but the Federation still said you can't go around annexing things. Klingons said, make us. And they're kind of at war at the moment, which isn't good. This was a way to get the... again, back in this, remember a lot, the touchstone for all MMORPGs was World of Warcraft. And they very much wanted a, what they call red versus blue. You know, one side and the other, you've got Horde and Alliance, and so the game does have a bit of a baked-in red versus blue mechanic in this, even though, as you notice, we're technically a third faction. Let's go to Dewa 3. There she is. Does look like a nice planet.
We have confirmation of a suitable planet. I'm patching us through to Temare now. I want an update on the situation. I'll connect you as soon as you're ready.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay. Right, I'm good. Let's go.
Excellent work. You should head to Dewa 3 and set up some orbital probes, and then beam down and investigate the surface. I'll set a course to the Dewa system and keep an eye out for any more Nausicaans. Dewa 3 is one of our last chances to find
Probably
a
not our
habitable
last
planet
chance,
in
because
this
there's a
region.
lot of planets.
Good luck.
Yeah, understood. Right, let's go.
Dewa 3. This could be the new Romulan homeworld. The radiation
call
levels
it
of this
Bob.
planet made it uninhabitable. But long-range surveys have detected drops in the toxicity over the past few years.
Only a bit
Our
radioactive.
orders are to deploy sensory probes to scan the planet. And, if they return positive, beam down for a closer look.
So we want to put. So it's basically not too radioactive. Is where we are. Like it's a bit radioactive, but you know, it probably won't kill us too much. Another location.
Press the B key to scan the area.
And I'll just point you to the next probe location. Or a magnesite ore, actually. As well. This could be handy later on. Yes, the weird thing is that as you go on in the game, you start getting less concerned with picking up drops, but at the early stages, because you know, you eventually end up with loads of this stuff, so it is just the early stages where you do want to try and keep getting stuff. Again, there's something else here. Hydrazine gas. Probably useful. Again, this taking of stuff, not so much like stuff lying in space, but off of the corpses of our enemies, is something which fits okay in the Klingon and Romulan things, but it does seem a bit weird when you're doing it as a Federation person. You know, corpse raiding afterwards does not seem like a particularly Federation-y thing to do, in my view, but it does fit, again, the old MMO game thing, the old, what's they call it in D&D, your murder hobos, you know, you kill people and take their stuff. And so it is kind of, I think sometimes, particularly Trek does
A
fight.
real warrior never lets his prey escape.
You guys again? Really?
Really? Practice all the way to the new system?
We're going to abandon this system too, because the Nausicaans are here. We're going to decide that, you know, honestly, we can definitely take hate it when you deploy something here. It is annoying. We're a bit too close to the plasma explode, but next to the plasma fire burning himself. Hopefully it's an Oscar's note to you.
Nausicaans. I hope that's the last we've seen of them.
Probably not, they're quite a handy
The
cannon
reports
fodder
from the
enemy.
probes confirm that radiation levels have lowered on the planet. An away team without protective gear should be safe.
Should?
There don't seem to be any civilizations down there either, but we'll have to beam down to
But
explore
we've only
the area
been here
further.
for a couple of minutes and we've been
Are you ready
fighting
to
for most of
transport?
that, so, you know.
There are several teams that will beam down to other
Alright.
parts of the planet while we explore.
Yeah, we'll beam down, we'll get to the most important bit because we're the stars. Heaven, you're out of uniform. Honestly, heaven. What's he like?
Look at this place. It's beautiful. Our orders from Tamer are to analyze the local wildlife, flora, and minerals, as well as any bit of radiation.
Okay, well, let's go. This planet is mod low-level radiation regimes. Good candidate for lost technology. Well, I don't know, lost technology is usually more trouble than it's worth. It is a pretty site though.
Press the V key to
Yeah. That's the idea, we get to scan stuff, and we're also looking for Iconian tech. Yeah, that's a percentagey thing.
scanning the radiation will cause a wave scanner.
Yes, I know. So this is, we've seen the first one, we saw that wave alignment. This is another scanner mini game. Oh, we've got a superior radiation report. Yeah, we chase off the wildlife at least. I was about to say we just turned up to this planet and we're killing the wildlife.
Press H to holster and
Yeah, I'll have to wait till the red alert appears first. Check what I'm looking for. Oh, it is going to be a piece of technology. I hate that because I've got to actually pay attention and keep my eyes open for it. I'm glad my outfit's leathery because that looks like it's a wet new. Hope the Iconian technology is nice and easy to spot. Oh, bunnies! Bun buns! I can definitely hear someone like something from bun. I suppose that's maybe that lost technology she was talking about. Oh, no. Well, let's see if you're doing anything interesting. Nope. What's up this hill? Oh, a tree! I feel I have gone the wrong way. I think maybe should have gone down this way first, but hard to tell. The downside of the map here, it's not particularly three-dimensional. You can miss things. I know I meant to use my scanner. It's going to be over that way. Again, you're always curious about the game design. Did they think it through? I suppose I must have to go up there because they're around here. Apologies for the aimless running. We'll go up that hill. It is pretty though. They did really make an effort designing this scenery. I think, take some appreciation for it. And it looks lush and not just in the way that Welsh people say, you know, something's nice. Is there other wildlife that will badger here? Not badgers obviously, but... Yes, there is.
Fascinating. The water is barely tainted by the planet's radiation.
Almost not. This is brilliant. We're going to a planet that's almost not really too radioactive. Yeah, we're chasing them off with grenades and shotguns. I do feel like we're just killing wildlife. Scan a mineral sample. Okay, why did you put us into the bit which involves us running down a river? One of these things, or is it the same one? I think so.
These creatures are fascinating. They seem to absorb the radiation around them.
That's handy. Natural radiation sponge. Probably not edible though.
The high amount of lead in these rocks could be the reason for the lowered radiation levels.
Could be. More water samples. Oh, fascinating planetary survey. But, in fairness, this is the sort of thing you see in Trek. It's not all action and adventure, you know. So, more of these things,
This is Temer. I've arrived at the outer rim of the planet. I'll be keeping a watch on any Tal Shiar or Nausicaan signals. How is the initial search going down there?
It's fairly wild, but maybe habitable.
Yes, it would be best to reserve judgments until we have a full picture of the planet. Take your time down there, and make sure nothing is overlooked. We can't have any doubt in declaring this our new...
Should we see if anyone lives here first? You know, it's generally not gone well when that happens. Scan the radiation. Another superior radiation report. Can I get through here without harassing the wildlife? Or will they go for me regardless?
I'm detecting ancient and dilapidated structures nearby.
Some tetrazine gas as well. You might notice colour coding. I believe it's a fairly standard one. So pale white's normal, green is sort of a bit rare, blue is rarer, purple's very rare, and there's actually also gold. So, yeah, so generally blue and purple will be better quality than say green and white. Huh, I'm glad we didn't actually have to badger more wildlife. Put the gun back. Saying that, there's more of it just there. Kev, stop it grenading the wildlife. We're not making a good start on this planet at all. Grenading wildlife.
This plant displays remarkable similarity to the plants once found on Romulus.
Oh, that's interesting. Buns. More minerals. Yeah, there. Still looking for the Iconian tech. No comments on these rocks, etc. No? Well, those things look fairly tasty. I don't mean that in an edible way, I mean in the... Probably going to... I'll preemptively grenade them, Kev, how about that? Yeah, I didn't want to eat you anyway. Run with the happens. I think the main gripe with this map is actually finding your way about. Because it's not... Again, it's a good thing, it's not... It's trying to breadcrumb you with these mineral samples, but it's good that they're not, you know, putting lots of pointy arrows, although it does get a little frustrating at times. Kind of looking for the Iconian tech as well. Oh yep, some ruins. thought we were going to get this orange cloud of stuff. Okay, I was trying to leave you guys alone. Honestly, you're not attacking the wildlife. Stop it, guys! I'm getting really annoyed with you. Yeah, I should probably stop going near it. Yeah, sorry, that one was on me. You know, on the other hand, we've not actually managed to kill any of the wildlife, so we might have to look at the fact that it's exceptionally hardy. We just get kicking and gets just bored attacking us and wanders off. That should be our last mineral sample. See, it's the downside of trying to find this radiation, this Iconian stuff, is that I don't want to miss it. To come and do this again.
We should investigate that old bridge nearby when we're done with our scans.
Okay. There's something up there. I do apologise, I will cut this if it's too much of me running around, and I should get some better video editing software so I can do like the speedy uppy thing. I'm sure some of you are having a laugh at it. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm down with this, I've done this before, I'm fine. And now I'm pacing about and doing the thing that it told me to. I.e. using this scanner. Oh, lots of ruins down here. Well, I'm glad I did check, because that looks like some Iconian technology to me. Look at it, it's got a big holographic delta above it.
This is old. Really old. I will need to have it analyzed to be sure, but this might be from when the Iconians ruled this space more than 200,000 years ago.
Tech.
We need to study this planet much more carefully. Who knows what else from the Iconians we might find?
Well, we can now go to that bridge. Sadly, I think it's the long way round, so let's keep running. But don't worry, nothing bad has ever happened to anyone on a planet which has previously had an ancient race on it. I'm almost sure there won't be technology that we shouldn't be meddling with here. They probably just like building stone bridges and stuff. And they like didn't die out of anything bad, like probably just got bored and left, like thought this planet's pretty but we want to go somewhere different. We don't like the shade of the trees or something. That's it. Definitely nothing sinister. It is a nice bridge. Do like a bridge.
What's that?
It's a bridge. Oh, that.
Tholians. What are they doing here?
Well, can't imagine it's much their planet. They're in a big Tholian spacesuit.
Tholians. Just what we needed. Tholians are known for not caring very much about us humanoids. I don't think they even know the difference between a Romulan and a Reman. The ship isn't detecting any more Tholian ships in orbit, but with our luck, that'll change. We should see what those Tholians are after. If this is going to be our planet,
It might
they
be their
can't take
planet,
it from us.
Tovan. Yeah, let's go then. I think you haven't quite ruled out this not being our planet. We do seem to be making a lot of assumptions. We're not going to phone our boss? No? No? Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sure them running in that direction is not a problem. I'm sure The animals aren't running away from anything. You like them? 6 eyes. Oh, at least ignoring us. Could have come down here later. Well, there you go. At least a bit of everyone's time. I mean, I could edit it so I'm not, but... Oh, right where we were as well. The metallic substance is what we want, the sign of the lost civilization. Trespassers! You will die before taking what is ours. Yeah, well, apparently...
You can do extra damage to enemies.
Yeah. Apparently this is our planet somehow. I don't see our name on it, but okay. Suppose that we could go force of numbers at the moment. You know, there's 5 of us, 3 of them, so... It's not that you can breathe the atmosphere.
The Tholians seemed interested in those rocks back there. Should we check it out?
Nah, no. Sure as nothing. Tholians be weird.
Watch out! More Tholians inbound.
Just the dropping stuff, I mean...
More on the way, sir. Why are they so interested
That
in
one was
this?
holding a triple.
No idea. We'll find out once we have a second.
Tholians can be right pain because they do scuffle around a lot and can quite easily find heaven. So yeah, that Tholian was carrying a triple. Again, the random drops can sometimes be quite funny.
One more group inbound, and it looks like they're sending one of their commanders.
Oh, joy. Well, are we all ready? Not too strong. Oh, ow. Yes, he is. I do like the Tholians. You will actually see them out of their suit on other levels, but I like the idea that this is effectively they need a hotter and more poisonous atmosphere, and so this is effectively they're in a spacesuit for like opposite conditions. I like the concept of. Yeah, it's not done much in SF. But,
The Tholians wanted whatever is buried in those rocks. Let's see what's beneath them.
okay, yeah, let's go look. That one, that Tholian commander was apparently carrying a banana split. I don't know if Tholians are known for their like of bananas with cream, but there you go. Let's break them. What's down here? More rocks, brilliant. It's an odd geode.
There appears to be a sword fossilized in the secretion layer. Trying to scan it now. Wait, this is incredible! There's definitely a blade here, and its composition and size match those of Vulcan blades from about 1900 years ago. There are only a few examples of those weapons left. Most of them were destroyed during the time of Awakening.
Well, let's go tell Tamara about it then. And the Tholians, yeah, probably that.
Greetings.
Hey,
What
Tamara,
have you found?
we found a cool sword
Interesting.
and
The
a
sword
whole bundle of
could prove
Tholians
to
as
be
well.
something unbelievable. Maybe even something made by Saharian.
Maybe.
I'm concerned about the Tholians, and I'm beginning a full scan for any of their ships in orbit.
Who's Saharian?
Saharian was the greatest Vulcan weaponsmith who ever lived. He loved war, and created marvelous swords for the greatest warriors. After talking to Surak, however, he renounced all violence and never made another
Blimmin'
blade.
Vulcans.
3 of his swords were taken by our people when they left Vulcan. 2 were lost during the journey, and the 3rd, as far as we know, it was lost with the homeworld. But if there's a sword from Saharian's era here, and other signs of habitation, This could be the Sword of the Raptor Star, one of
That's
the
quite a cool
missing
name.
swords. There was an expedition out in this region looking for it a few decades ago, but as far as I know, they never found anything. Maybe we've succeeded where they failed.
You can buy it off me, I'll be nice. Do you really think it could be the Sword of the Raptor Star? And if so, how much is it worth?
Anything is possible,
Well, no, it's
but it will take a very long
true,
time
I just found a
to
portfolio you
confirm
could
if
go down
this
a
is
split,
true
so...
or not. This could simply just be an old sword from a past civilization that lived here and nothing more. Regardless, I would prefer to hold out hope that this is somehow tied to us. Perhaps it is my pride simply getting in the way.
Yeah, probably that, right? Should we tell Titan about this?
Yes, we should. Hold on. We're under attack. It's the Tholians. Go to red alert. All hands prepare for battle.
How many Tholians?
Tamir has closed the channel, sir. I'll have the geode and blade transported to the science lab on board the ship. We should return as soon as possible. Tamir will need our help.
Yeah, fine, let's go. Fight some Tholians. Remember my cool song?
We managed to take out a few Tholian ships, but now we're trapped within one of their webs.
Tamir.
There are more Tholians on the way. You've got to take out the nearby Tholians to get us out of here.
Yeah, I understand. We'll deal with it. Ah. Really just like Tholians. At the moment, that thing's stopping you shooting at them. Alright, well that. Seriously, how did they get there? Thank me later, Tamir.
Thank you. We don't have time to relax, however. I'm picking up a large Tholian ship leaving warp. Get ready. The Tholians have some of the most advanced technology in the quadrant, and they never back down. We'll need to work together to survive.
What's the plan? Alright, there's not actually a plan. Why shoot until they die off? I'm taking it smaller. Again, orb weavers are a lot more annoying. These ships might seem but this is very much the total browser. Working together probably might be something. I don't know if this ship is outside in that. Probably really actually worse off taking off the side. You can come up and recognize it.
Excellent work. Hopefully the Tholians will stay away. What did you find? Is it possible for us to colonize the planet?
Yes.
By the elements! A habitable planet and one of Saharian's lost blades?
And that kind of means it's
That
ours,
could only
right?
mean that
If the
this
Tholians
planet
like
must
gonna
be one of
picky.
the worlds our ancestors visited after the Sundering. I knew that their path could have taken them in this area, but I never... I'll have to speak to Mimic. She's always had an interest in our history. You should get to the flotilla and speak to Titan.
Okay.
He'll want to know everything you've found.
Well, we're out of here. We'll go and chat with Titan. Get his and his uniform as well. Right. Oh, it's right near the flotilla as well. That's useful. That's handy for everything. All it needs is a shop near it, and we're absolutely laughing. While we're going there, let's quickly, because we've got a new shield there. No better than our last one. Let's get rid of this banana split. It's got tholium all over it. What I will do is take this kit. Oh, it's too advanced at the moment. And let's give Tovin a tribble as well. You've got to watch if you leave them in your inventory too long. What's that? Oh. That's what I'm carrying already. The usual weapon shuffle. Again, you'll see me doing this quite often, kind of passing weapons from person to person. I'm usually leaving the other ones there because, what is that? Can I use that Mark III torpedo? Nope. Now let's go to the flotilla. I'm collecting stuff which I can use later in the game, I suppose, is the what you keep telling yourself. Well, let's go see Datan, but he's really pleased he got us into this. Datan! Oh, you're not Datan. Sorry. Wrong room. That's a big ship. How am I meant to find my way around it? Right, yeah, he's right on the other end of the ship. Well, you get to see a bit more of the flotilla. I like this as a temporary fix, so you do eventually get a proper planet to visit, but every faction has its home. Again, in Earth it's Earth Space Dock, Klingons of First City. We get actually two as the Romulans, which again is a nice extra touch. See, there's a chap there. That's that temporal bloke we keep talking to, and oh, there's
Jolan True,
Hi!
You found something incredible. This will be the new home of the Romulan Republic. It will be Mol Rihan, New Romulus, and we will create a new way of life there.
We will call this.
This is exactly what we needed to begin talks with the Klingons and the Federation at Khitomer. Unless you have any more questions, I would report to Tamer. I have many preparations to make.
Okay, what about that cool sword?
We don't know yet, but we do know it is as old as the Sundering and uses materials like those of the Vulcan Swordmasters. So that narrows it down a bit.
Okay.
The Sundering tore our people apart.
Yes,
but it also unified the Romulans under a common cause. The preservation of our emotions and our freedom. If this is truly the sword of the Raptor Star, it could help to once again unify the Romulans under the cause of preserving the freedoms we hold dear.
How does it change things with the Federation and the Klingons?
We will need allies to help with the colonization. It's likely that the Federation will be willing to help with this. We also cannot settle on New Romulus without the goodwill of the Klingons, given how close we are to their space. If they would be willing to lend us a small portion of their military might, we would be safer from the Tal Shiar. After that, if Empress Sela continues her attacks, she will be doing it against a new civilization, not a band of rebels. That will make all the difference.
Oh, if you say so, I'll go talk to Tamer.
Good work.
Oh.
I knew you were the right person for this job. It will take us a long time to analyze the sword you found. We have to be very careful with something like this. But even the possibility of finding the sword of the Raptor Star has given everyone on the flotilla hope for the future. Your role isn't done yet, however. Datan and I both want you to be with us for our next task. Meeting with the Federation, Klingons, and Empress Sela on Khitomer to talk about peace and the colonization of New Romulus.
I get a new beam bank. Excellent.
Greetings.
Congratulations, Centurion.
Congratulations. You've proven yourself to be invaluable to the Republic Navy and earned the respect of your fellow officers. Return to New Romulus. I would like to formally recognize your contributions to the Republic.
You level faster in this, so it's not actually quite sure, but we will be able to deal with this, maybe. We're feeling that I'll actually probably hold it off until we've got New Romulus established, just to make things coherent. Right. I always had one.
We've made a breakthrough. We can't lay claim to Dewa 3 and make it our new home without allies. The planet is close to Klingon space, although they've never formally claimed it. If we could get their support, or that of the Federation, we would be able to break away from the Romulan Star Empire without worrying what the Tal Shiar will do. Datan has been working for weeks to get the Klingons and the Federation to agree to talks. Now representatives from both factions will be at Kittimer to hear our proposal, and so will the Empress. I want you there as well.
Okay, well,
I think we'll need someone like you on our side. It won't be easy, but this is our best chance to create a new life and a new home.
So this mission...
Greetings. I have new orders.
This mission is the one where we pick a side. Like, say, the game's got a baked-in red versus blue, and we have to pick a side, faction. So we will do that. But at the moment, I'm obviously going to go and do some housekeeping. But for the moment, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to comment, you can comment below the video, or contact me on Twitter at Pyman70. That's capital P, capital M, and the number 70. And I hope you're enjoying the Star Trek Online videos. Do let me know, and hopefully I will see you next time. But until then, bye for now.